Hi, guys. My name is Cherish Adams, and I am applying for the community facilitator role through Lion Rock Recovery. Um, with that application process, I was sent a list of questions that you guys wanted me to record myself answering. So I wanted to go ahead and get that done. So we will get started with that. The first question was, tell us your experience with online group settings. So probably the most experience I have with that would be through Rigel Recovery, which is a local recovery center here, pretty close to my hometown. My brother, about 4 months ago, was in Rigel. So every Wednesday, we would have what they called a Family Matters meeting. And with that, we all would log into Zoom, and myself, my mom, all of the guys at the center, and then all of their family members that wanted to also join in could do so. So we would log into Zoom and do meetings with their clinician. She would ask families questions that we'd have to respond back to. She would ask the guys questions. It was a great atmosphere. But that's probably the most, I guess, knowledge experience I have with like online group settings. The only other thing was at my previous employer, we did have some Zoom meetings working with the software company to implement new software for the water company that I worked for. So we were kind of going through a training process through Zoom in order to do that training. So that would be probably all the online kind of experience I have for like group settings. Number 2 says, what is your understanding of what a peer support group is? And I'm sorry if you see me glancing down. I have my notebook here. I am a notes girl. I love having notes. I love being able to refer back to my notes. It's just something that I do that keeps me on track and focused. So I actually went down through prior to this and answered all the questions in writing, just so I could kind of like get my brain thinking. And then if I needed to glance down at my notes, then I would have them here so I could do that. So excuse my nerd moment of looking down at my notes constantly. So like I said, number 2 is, what is your understanding of what a peer support group is? And like I said, I wrote down kind of how I felt best would answer these questions. And for this, I said, my understanding of what a peer support group is could best be described as a group of people fighting the same kind of addictions, whether it be drugs, alcohol, gambling, what have you. You've got a group of people that are fighting the same kind of demons, and they're working together kind of as one unit, and they're being each other's support system, and they're holding each other accountable, and they're going through these steps and these processes in order to get better. And they know where each other have been because they've walked in the same shoes. And yeah, they're moving as one, and they're supporting each other, and they're guiding each other through the whole recovery process, which, could be a lifetime. But yeah, that would be my best understanding as far as what like a peer support group would be. Number 3 was, what are some challenges you can imagine that you would have managing a group of 30 or more people at a time in an online group setting, and how would you handle those problems? So I could think of several problems that could arise. Um, sometimes if people don't have their mics muted, I know from previous Zoom meetings with Family Matters, sometimes you'd hear a lot of background noise. It could be distracting. So I would say that, families, needing to mute their mics until they're spoken to, or until they're called upon, so that way everything's quiet, so everybody can focus. And then once you're ready to speak, just unmute yourself at that point, say what you need to say, and then mute yourself again. Let's see. So some other things, I think we all learn differently. So some people might learn by just listening, but I know sometimes that can be hard for people, people that are fighting addictions, especially. I feel like you got so much going on in your head, and that you just sitting there listening could probably get pretty monotonous for anybody, let alone somebody maybe, fighting addiction. That can get a little antsy. Their anxiety could get a little bit high. So I feel maybe implementing different approaches to the topic being discussed. Definitely, obviously, talking it all out, but maybe doing different approaches with maybe like a chalkboard or a whiteboard that you could kind of refer back to or write on, to help kind of make it a little more visual for the people that are more visual learners. I think, with 30 plus people, that's a lot of people to try to hold their attention. And I think you would have to start getting a little bit creative to make sure that you are reaching out to your whole demographic of people and what they're dealing with. So I guess I would just really try to broaden how I would talk about topics, and how I would, I guess, try to bring those to light in different ways, so that things don't get boring or things don't get monotonous. So yeah, I guess that would probably be another thing that I think could become an issue. Let's see. And just, one of the things too, I think, wanting to create an atmosphere where everybody feels at ease and everybody feels kind of at a calm and almost at home feeling, where nobody's feeling like they have to put on a show or be something more than what they are. To be able to just come as you are, and to be a part of this group that hopefully would feel like family, and hopefully that they could really trust and rely on myself, that they would learn that. And I think sometimes probably when you're dealing with so many people, to get that feeling of comfort from all these different individuals, it's just not a group of 2 or 3. You're trying to build bonds and relationships with 30 plus. So I think that could be a little taxing, to be able to have that feeling of I can relax, I can speak my mind, I can be who I am, and nobody's going to judge me for that. So I think just really, maybe even partnering up some people, like a close buddy system. So maybe we have this whole group of 30, but maybe we're going to take this person and we're going to make them buddies. And so they can really kind of create their own little niche together. So they can come into the big group, but then they're also going to have, their a little bit smaller group to be able to maybe feel a little bit more closeness than what it would be in such a broad range of 30 plus people. Because I think feeling like family and feeling that comfort is only going to help the healing and the recovery process. Because I think if you can't feel that with the place that you're getting your help from, then I'm not sure that would be anything that would ever work for that person. So I think making it a come as you are, be who you are, you're home, it's okay. I think that feeling would definitely need to be put out there. And in order to do so, I think maybe maybe partnering up some people might help to bring a little bit more of that more comforted feel. Let's see. All right. So number 4. Number 4 is in any setting when running a group and a participant has exceeded the normal 2 to 3 minutes allowed for a share, how would you handle the situation? I guess I would handle that by maybe trying to intervene. I guess I use the word intervene kind of loosely. Maybe try to speak up and try to maybe sum up what that person is trying to get out, to kind of get the ball ending. Try to get a clear picture of what that person is trying to say, so that maybe I could summarize it, we could end it, and then move on to the next topic. I guess so maybe like I could get to a point where I could kind of redirect the meeting to the next topic. All right, and number 5, I am to read the script and then give a 2-minute summary, I guess, of my personal experience. So let me do that now. All right, so the script is: community meetings will be focused on the whole person, mind, body, soul, and health. The groups are designed to be comfortable places where anyone that is suffering in any form can share with others. It is a strength-based approach that does not focus solely on symptoms and which emphasizes resilience and control over life's challenges. With this in mind, in community, we have a set of beliefs. This is one of them. Like many people before us, we believe you get what you give. We give positive energy. All right, so my little 2-minute personal story. So although I have never been an addict, I grew up with a brother who has fought addiction for the last probably 10 plus years. And that has been a roller coaster ride like none other. He is the light of my life. I love my little brother so much, and I am so proud of him. Um, I always have been proud of him. But he had a tour in Iraq and a tour in Afghanistan on the front lines. And he's seen a lot of things, and he felt a lot of things, and he had close brothers in arms that passed right in front of him. And I think that probably started a lot of the self-medicating, and it spiraled out of control from there. My brother is a full-fledged opioid addict. He has been homeless probably over the last 3 years. He's been homeless. He has, needed money, needed food. He has been on ventilators. He has been found half out of it at hospitals where somebody has just dropped him off and left. He has overdosed countless number of times. And through all of this, he's been to rehab. I believe this will be his 4th time of trying rehab. It's been a roller coaster ride, and to say that it's been easy would be a lie. It's been very hard. My brother has a heart of gold. That person that he is, I know is still in there somewhere, but so many times it was so hard to see that and to feel that he was still with me, because he was so different while using. And I've been lied to, and I've been manipulated, and asking for money all the time, which eventually over the years, that that's not the thing to ever do, is give money. I guess the one thing that I guess I would want people to know is that addiction doesn't make you a bad person. Addiction is a disease. It's the devil. I've on many occasions said, it's the devil in pure form, and he's just reeling people in right and left, and it's a sad thing. I have been my brother's support for the last 10 plus years, and watching the progression, watching the demise of the person that I knew is very hard. But my love for him has never changed, and my support for him will never change. And I hope that one day he'll be able to say goodbye to heroin forever. I don't know when that day will be. You always think this has got to be the time. This has got to be his rock bottom. This has to be his rock bottom. Surely this time is his rock bottom. It hasn't came yet, and I don't know what it's going to take, but he is currently in rehab, and I'm so happy that he's there, that he's taking the steps necessary to make himself better for himself. And I would say that I just want to be the best sister / support / cheerleader for him that I can be. It's not always easy. It has been a definite roller coaster ride. But he is so worth it. And, I think so many times people look down on other people for their addictions or for the way they dress or for, whatever the situation might be. But we've never walked in somebody else's shoes. And it hurts my heart to the core to think that there's people out there that have judged my brother like that, because I know his heart. I know that person that's deep down inside, and that person doesn't deserve the looks, the stares, the comments, whatever the case may be. And I just want to change the way people see other people and judge other people, because it's just not fair, and it's just not right. I have for sure gone over my 2 minutes, and I would start this again, but I don't think I'm going to do that. This is who I am. Sometimes I get kind of passionate about what I talk about. The opportunity to have this job means so much to me because of my brother. And I know that there's other sisters out there, other families out there, other mothers and fathers that are experiencing so much. And I know that there's people out there that they have the desire to do better for their families. And I want to be a part of that journey with these people. I want these people to feel that they can do anything, that they can be anything, that the world might say that you're worthless, or you can't, or you won't, or you couldn't. But I want to get rid of all the lies out of their head, because that's all it is lies. And I just want people to know how special they are, how wonderful they are, that they're here for a plan and a purpose. And even if it doesn't feel like there is any plan or any purpose to their entire life, I want them to know that there is, and that there is hope, and that I want to be a part of their journey, and that we can overcome. We will overcome. And there's a beautiful life out there ready for you to live, and I want people to be able to live that life. So again, way over my 2 minutes. I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm Cherish Adams, and I am very passionate about drug addiction and recovery, and just ask that you maybe give me a shot at this job. So thank you. You guys have a great night, and hopefully I will be talking to you soon.